Okay, so here is the crossover scale. Yeah, don't mind my little doggy here. He's keeping me company. So, so here's our pentatonic scale right here at the 5th fret. So our index finger is right here on the root. Now what we want to do is put our ring on the root. But we're also going to be playing this note before the root here. So this is at the 3rd and 5th fret. So you're going to go the rectangle, both are 3rd and 5th fret, and then we go up to the 7th fret, and that's what I like to call a tail. So rectangle, tail. Then we move down to the next string. We do the same thing right here on our D string. Rectangle, and then our tail. And then when we gotta go backwards, so you're gonna go use your index finger here, and then you kind of go natural with your ring and index. Gonna be ring, go index, and there you go, just like that. So and then we go over here. I just use my ring to go up. So we have our rectangle, tail, rectangle, tail, and backwards. So I might suggest in the very beginning trying to get that. Get those two down, and then even when you're improvising, kind of like just stay in those two areas for the time being. So then the next step is adding one more spot. So here we are, 3rd and 5th, rectangle, tail, go down the next string here, D string, rectangle, tail. Now the next one, we don't go straight down because this is our B string, and everything on this string we have to go up 1 fret. So we go up 1 fret, and then there's our rectangle tail. And the same thing backwards. Now here, basically what I like to do is, you could jump over one and do it with this finger, but this finger is free right here, so what I do is I like to use this finger, and then I just jump over with my index and go down. So let me show you. So let's do this backwards, so we're going, and now I'm going to use my middle finger, and then go over with my index finger on this note, and go down the rest, and the rest is all. So rectangle, tail, rectangle, then a shift over, rectangle, tail. Then we tail to the rectangle, tail to the rectangle, tail to the rectangle. So it might be a good idea to get a metronome and then just do it right in line, you know, right with the drum beats, metronome or drum beat. So it's Now, it might be hard at first. Just kind of do whatever you need to do to get through it. You know, you're going to have to work on getting the fingerings going good. But that's a good way to do it. And then as far as improvising, we did these two. But now you can kind of go between, get really pretty good at that, but then go between these other two. So you can go in between those and play in between those, and then finally you can bring all three together and jam. You can throw in those blues notes. If you're familiar with the blues notes, go ahead and throw those in. If you're not, then don't worry about that. You wait till later till you figure out the blues notes. Just a quick little lesson on that is you have your rectangle and your tail. Well, right here, this note right within your tail, you can add in that extra note. So it's called a flat 5. So and it's the same with every single one. Rectangle, tail, this middle one right here, the blues, and then same here. This one right here, blues. And then what's nice is then you can kind of do some cool things with it. So you hear that little kind of do some really cool stuff with that. Do some really cool things with that little blues note, because it kind of gives a little triplet feel. I actually, many a times, you have the blues notes. I like to add in this note in between too. It's just a chromatic note. You don't hang on it. I kind of just kind of do it as a, oh, I did in the wrong spot. You do it as a passing tones. You do it quick, sounds really cool. And eventually you can mix in your pentatonic scale this way too. But I would say stick with going this way first. And again, start out by trying to get the fingering first pretty good. And then when you got a good handle on that, bring in the metronome or drum machine, try to play it nice and evenly. And finally, you don't have to wait till you get all that done, but you want to start improvising and have fun with it. Just do it in the lower two sections, then the higher two sections, and finally all three together. So there's a little lesson on the crossover scale. So any questions, just let me know.